'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. 'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby.
First and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Thank you, beautiful. Thank you, Deborah. Also, all right, I do hate to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? Thank you, Divine. Also, again, I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you won't get it through somebody else, all right? So be patient with your process. Also, you already know my voice is too raspy to be whispering, chosen one. So this about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? So before we get started, as always, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, like, shares, subscribes, gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you, all right? Because I don't always get the pause in the middle of the message and what I'm relaying to acknowledge you. But when I post this on YouTube, I got you, okay? So for those who had to pop in and pop out, I promise you I'm going to upload this on YouTube, so it's okay, all right? So, chosen ones, now before we get into the full message for today, we're going to have to take a moment out and acknowledge the fellas, all right? So this is the divine masculine energies. I want to tell you, happy Father's Day. I know I wasn't on there yesterday, but again, I was speaking to a lot of you one-on-one. You understand me? Because y'all was out here booking them coaching sessions. I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. I love speaking to you as well as being a confirmation for you. So again, thank you so much. But we're going to say again, happy Father's Day. Just like we say, oh, Mother's Day ain't just one day. Valentine's Day shouldn't just be one day. You celebrating your birthday shouldn't be just one day because you full of life. You understand me? Every day. So we're going to say we appreciate you. And you may not be a father as far as had children of your own, but when you raised you was a father figure to you. Not only that, baby, you sat there and raised certain siblings that was around you too. You got little brothers, you got little nephews, you got little cousins, so on and so forth that look up to you. Half of you raised your father who should have been stepping up raising you too. So I appreciate you. Some of y'all been having to play a father figure not only to yourself, not only to the person who was supposed to be a father figure to you as well. You've been sitting there attracting certain partners that you had to raise up because they didn't raise themselves. So again, I appreciate you. You don't know the impact that you have on the world, and if nobody else acknowledge you, I promise we do. You understand me? You are necessary. You are needed. You are important. You are loved. You are appreciated. You understand me? You are acknowledged. So divine feminines and masculines too. I want you to, if you didn't reach out to anybody yesterday, say you don't have a child's father in your life that plays a position. If you got a brother who steps up and plays a position for them, if you had a cousin, a coach, a teacher, so on and so forth, I want you to acknowledge them. Give them their flowers too. So don't feel like, oh, masculines have to be all macho. No, they deserve their flowers too. So something as simple as giving them flowers. You understand me? Let them know that they appreciate it because they come from a place just like you. You understand me? Divine feminine, sometimes you don't always realize that masculines had to go through what you went through in order to get to you too. You have to realize that you are their reward just like they're a reward to you. So they are not, you are not to come to them having to be again an obligation, having to be in a job. No, not at all. All right. So you're their blessing, they're your blessings too. So acknowledge the masculine energies around you. So again, whether or not you biologically a father or you play a father figure position, whether or not you a big brother, so on and so forth, we appreciate you. All right. We love you. So again, happy Father's Day. I'm proud of you. I appreciate you. I acknowledge you. I'm sending so much love, light, and abundance, warm hugs, kisses, all that. All right. So let's get started. Chosen ones, let's talk, right? So the message for today, there's some of you in divine masculine, stay around because I'm talking to you too, all right? I want you to realize that there's some of you chosen ones that God asked you to go past a certain location. And when I say a location, I mean as far as a person, position, place, so on and so forth. Because you were the individual that, one, was going to be able to vindicate everybody who had messed up experiences through them. But not only that, chosen ones, there's some people that can't get to where they going to without you. Now, what do I mean? See, chosen ones, some of you are staying around in certain positions that no longer benefit you. See, these were temporary positions. God just asked you to come through to help these individuals. But you done sat there and made it your lifelong goal. You understand me? You done sat there and stayed along longer or around longer than what you was intended to. So this is somebody that, again, God sat there and heard their cries. He heard certain questions that they was asking them as well. Certain people that was praying for a position, certain people that was praying for intuition, certain people that was praying for direction, certain people who didn't have love and needed it and you had it. Certain people that, again, didn't have people around them and that encouraged them and you did that to them, whatever the case may be. See, chosen ones, you have to realize at times you have temporary assignments too. See, not everybody that you cross paths with to assist, you're supposed to sit there and have them stuck with you. See, when I tell you, chosen ones, they was praying for certain recognition, and this is job positions too. Them needing some positions to be fulfilled. They need a dedicated worker. This is as far as certain people who needed love, you came and provided love to them. There's certain people that, again, were disconnected from God, so therefore certain messages was all around, so they needed you to make sense of certain things, right? So again, without you, they was not going to get to where they was going to. You were the ride. So you were in the process, because I always tell you, watch that when you saying that you trying. You're not trying, you're in the action of doing it, correct? So don't say you trying to heal from that person, you trying to get that position, you trying to do this. No, you're doing it, all right? So give yourself credit. Plus, be cautious of what you're speaking upon you, because sometimes you speak against you. So when I say this, chosen ones, that you are in the act of being that you are, so you was already headed in the direction. You already started to heal you. You already started to disconnect from certain people that no longer served you. You was open to where God was guiding you. And because you was open, that means you had a certain vehicle, right? So you could move where you needed to. See, there's not everybody that has that, chosen ones. Not everybody has intuition. Not everybody has discernment. Not everybody has intelligence. You understand me? Not everybody else can comprehend certain messages that God is giving. Certain people do not have gifts. So that's why you have to be cautious of who you're connected to, but we're going to get into it, right? See, when I tell you, chosen ones, that these people were lost, the family around them was holding them back. The past relationships that they was with was holding them back, speaking foul upon them, whatever the case may be. So they felt like they were stuck. Nah, you was moving. You was on your come up, right? So, chosen ones, God asked you, hey, excuse me, I see that you in this direction. Since you on your way to me, would you mind stopping past so-and-so and picking them up? So think about how your people call you. Like, hey, if you on your way from the to the party, can you scoop so-and-so up that don't got a car? Or can you pick so-and-so up because they got left? Or can you pick so on and so forth, right? Or can you go past the store for me and grab this before you get here, right? Think about those type of scenarios. God asked you, hey, on your way to where you going to, on your way to this abundance, on your way to your true divine boo, would you mind stopping past so-and-so and assisting them to get to where they need to go to? So you were the vehicle. You understand me? Chosen ones. So when I tell you that God had you make certain pit stops, he had you make certain pit stops. So what have you been doing? You've been sitting there wasting your gas, which is your energy in a sense. You've been wasting as far as the love that you had on somebody who didn't have the intentions to reciprocate it. You've been wasting on somebody, again, not going to where you need to go to because you've been waiting for them. Chosen ones, when I tell you that you no longer are assigned to these individuals, that God is telling you to release them, but you call yourself be obedient to God, so therefore because he asked you to come around to this person, you feel like you have to stay near them. No, chosen ones, and I'm going to explain that to you. See, again, they was praying for certain things to come through before they cross paths with you. God seen that you was already on the way to your come up, so he asked you to stop passing, pick them up, right? So this is equivalent to them, somebody calling them and saying, hey, you want to go again to this party, or you need to go to the doctors, or you need to go to this. They're going to call you ahead of time to let you know exactly when to be expecting them, right? So what you have to do, look out for them, right? It'll all make sense. Stay with me, chosen ones. See, when I say this, again, these people got the same call as you. right? They knew exactly where they was trying to head to. So this is equivalent to people talking about they praying to God for love. They saying that they want love, they want recognition, they want somebody who speaks life into them. And what God do? He had you sit there and make a little pit stop to them to provide it to these individuals. So when you cross paths with them, you was pouring love into them. You was speaking life into them. You was boosting them up in a sense, right? But they was not at the stage of faith to appreciate nor accept it. They was complacent with that so-so stuff, right? So chosen ones, when you cross paths, that's equivalent to them knowing that you on your way to pick them up and they ain't even get ready yet. They sitting there, got the call just like you. So God told them to start getting their things together. God told them to start disconnecting from past lovers. God told them to start getting prepared for this job position that they want to be into, right? So a lot of the times, chosen ones, the opportunity that was going to get presented was you. You understand me? So again, you sat there and didn't have to come in direction. You didn't have to give them the love that you was giving them. You didn't have to give them the attention that you was giving them. You didn't have to sit there and speak life into them, but you chose to. You understand me? Because God asked you to do it, and you seen that they needed it, so that you provided it to these individuals. See, chosen ones. You was out here wasting gas. Because again, some people got the call at the same time that you did. So that's when God was telling you to walk away from people, you walked away from them. They chose not to. This is God telling you to take certain risks. They chose not to. So they got the same call. They knew exactly what's to be expected. God told them the direction that they was headed in. And when you arrived, chosen ones, they still chose to take their time and not listen to him. They wasn't obedient. See, delayed listening is disobedience to him too. Because at times you got to be at certain places in order for certain moves to be able to go through. So if you don't listen at that point in time when God's telling you to do certain things, do you know that that could cause a whole little ricochet in certain things that's supposed to play out? So again, you get karma and consequences for not listening at that point in time. You understand me? So chosen ones, they didn't listen. You came and got presented. So they sat there and took their time. They wasn't even dressed. They ain't take their shower yet. They ain't washed their face. They ain't brushed their teeth in a sense. That's them not disconnecting from karmics. They still being pessimistic. They still got ego with them. You understand me? They still being negative, whatever the case may be. So you are not to sit outside waiting for them. You are not to waste your gas. You understand me? If they not ready when you get there, you was patient a little bit. It's not for you to waste 10 years, 5 years, whatever the case may be for this person to get it right. If they chose not to go with you, chosen ones, then they going to get left behind. Because even a person who's not ready is going to get ready if that's the place that they want to go to, right? So think about you. You could be at your house. And chosen ones, when I say this, I'll be able to give you breakdowns as well. See, think about you at your house, right? And somebody pop up and say, hey, you want to go with me? And you like, where are we going to? And they start to describe the place that you always wanted to go to. Oh, we going to go have fun. There's music there. There's food there. There's this there. Think of whatever it is that you want, right? The beautiful view. If it's music related, if it's vacation related, whatever the case may be, somebody extends this offer to you. Even if you're not ready at that time, what you going to do? Start getting ready, asking them questions as you're doing it. So, hey, what we got to wear there? You asking them what type of clothes, you throwing everything in the bag. Okay, well, how much bread we need? They say don't worry about it. They got you covered in a sense. See, you sitting there asking questions as you're moving, chosen ones. That's the difference. These other individuals, again, had ill intentions. These other individuals was complacent in the situation that they was in, thinking that they always was going to be able to survive, and things are starting to look limited. See, this is almost like God's telling them people, hey, it's about to be as far as real scarce in food where you about to be at. Finances is going to be real limited where you at. Certain things is about to change. You got certain attacks about to come where you at. And those chosen ones, those individuals chose to stay in those positions. They knew that finances was going to be limited, but they didn't see it at that time. They didn't want to listen to him. God told them that certain health was going to start declining as long as they connected with these people, and they didn't listen. They continued to be connected to them. You understand me? So again, they didn't pay attention to the storm warnings. They didn't pay attention to the signs and synchronicities that God was showing them, but you did. Intuitively, even if you didn't trust your intuition, you physically got forced out of those positions. So that's you physically not being able to go at that job that you didn't have peace at. That's you no longer being able to be around those people because those peoples are demons. You no longer being able to feel comfortable in certain things that are not good for you, so on and so forth, right? So you're paying attention to what God's guiding you to do. Other people are fighting it, and that's limited to you. See, we going to have to talk, chosen ones. And I was going to wait for another day for this message, but we going to have to get to this. I want you to realize, chosen ones, that not everybody that you led to are good for you. And not everybody that's confident in themselves are good for you as well. And when I say that, sometimes chosen ones, these people that are the most confident, have you sitting there conflicted, have you sitting there feeling limited about yourself, right? And it's their intentions. See, when I say this, chosen ones, what if you found out that the people that you was led to was unhealed too, right? So you was matching energy with them. Wherever you was at, they was matching you too. So you felt like this new person was going to be able to save you. But no, they're going to replay the same things to you unless you fix those things within you, right? So if you still are in that karmic cycle, guess what? You're going to find an individual who's just like the person that you just encountered, right? They're going to pass that baton to them. But when I tell you, chosen ones, there's some people that are so confident in them and what they're saying that they persuade you that they're going in the right direction too, that you should be influenced of what they're teaching you. When I say this, because be cautious of who you watching, baby. There's some of you, and I have to, unfortunately, I'm going to have to drop certain names, right? And this is not to downplay them. This is not to discredit them, but I have to bring this attention to you, right? So there's certain social media influencers that certain people pay attention to. And because you see yourself in that individual and what they went through, you start trauma bonding with them and they start to have a negative impact on you. Now, what do I mean? Now, for instance, E. Kane, no disrespect to her, right? She a beautiful person, but she has demons. And this is something where a lot of feminines see themselves in her. You understand me? Where either they lack confidence, so they see her speaking confidently when that's a facade. She's not really speaking how she feels inside. That's a gimmick. That's to persuade her to forget what she experienced. You understand me? So there's some people, chosen one, again, she seems real confident. She seems like she's claiming the things that she experienced. So people start to try to relate to her. So you start to see yourself in her because you're in an abusive relationship. You're in a toxic dynamic. You understand me that you're not supposed to be in. So you see her in that situation. So you almost try to condone that behavior because you are complacent in the situation that you're in too. So you see somebody that's going through an abusive relationship. You see that what they're willing to do. You see that they start to turn into a mockery, so on and so forth. So you start to do it too. So she, again, can tell you until she's blue in the face that certain things that she's doing, you shouldn't do it, but she encourages it. You understand me? So for instance, instead of being online when she has demonic entities attacking her inside, she should, again, if she truly loves her fans, she'll get herself healed within so that she's not rubbing off on them. Look at y'all. No disrespect. People, so many said, how many females out here licking their tongue out like a damn snake because of her and Tia's ass? You understand me? They sit there again, see somebody confident in toxicity, and because they're confident, you start to take on certain qualities. Y'all licking y'all's teeth when y'all talking. Y'all saying certain things just like them, not even realizing that they demons is rubbing off on you, baby. It's not nothing to be disrespectful to them, but again, what you're watching has an impact on you. It starts to influence you. So you're watching that, again, chosen ones, and you start to live that light too. So now you're tired. Now you're depressed. And again, you wondering why you feeling the way that you feeling, and it's because of them. So you have to see, yes, she's successful. Yes, she has finances, but do you see that she's not happy? Do you see that that profit does not bring peace to you? And without peace, you're not going to be able to get the things that God has for you. Do you realize that? Not only that, chosen ones, when I told you that the truth about certain people was going to come to light, you was going to see the truth about them. See, not everybody who acts like they a victim is a victim. Sometimes it's the villain that mentally manipulates you. See, when I tell you masculine, sometimes y'all are a victim of certain domestic violence too. But because you masculines, people don't acknowledge that, and that shit's not true. See, there's certain females, chosen ones, that again, because they was beat up in the past, because they had a mother that was toxic to them, because they had no father figure, because they was taken advantage of, they sit there and take advantage of every masculine that they run into. Every masculine that they deal with has to pay for what they went through. So therefore, they know how to be a victim. They know how to be a professional victim, chosen ones. You understand me? So again, when I say that if you are are sitting there condoning bad behavior, and behind closed doors they a demon, but in public you praising them, guess what? That karma is going to come back on you, because you should have been speaking the truth about how that person was doing you. You should have spoke the truth about how that person was carrying you. So therefore now you done boosted them up, spoke all this life into them, and meanwhile they behind the scenes talking demonic about you, putting you down. So then all of a sudden if something happens, guess who's going to believe who? Guess who's going to have a lot more work to do to prove these people to believe you? You understand me? You're going to have everybody going against you because you condone the behavior of these badass individuals. Again, masculines, you could be victims as well. Stop acting like it's just feminines. It's not true. You could be manipulated, because there's certain females that, again, like toxicity too. Because they didn't feel love, they want you to sit there and be toxic with them so that they could feel like somebody's chasing them. They had a father that walked out. They had certain people that didn't accept them. Their mother didn't appreciate it, and they sat there and took advantage of them. So what do? They'll come to you too and ruin you just based upon what they went through. So it's not just females who go through that. Masculines do as well. Sometimes the person that you attract is going to put you through the most hell. You understand me? They have to be able to release themselves from them demons in order to be able to excel with you. But you had to speak your truth. There's certain... We're going to stick to the E-Cane for a second, because we going to be clear. I don't care how much y'all condone certain behavior. I don't give a fuck. Y'all already know how I'm going to do. So think about the E-Cane situation. Those who don't know, it's a social media influencer. She like a wig influencer. She's known to speak her truth. She understand people gravitate towards her for those reasons. She's a beautiful person. Like, she's beautiful on the outside. Inside, she beautiful too, but them demons is whooping her ass. You hear me? So hear me out, chosen ones. She has a masculine that she's with. This is somebody that she talks about how she done gave certain diseases to him. Talks about how she done slept with multiple people on him. Talks about, disrespects him publicly, puts him down, so on and so forth. But then, all of a sudden, when he reacts, she turns into the victim and he's the villain. All of a sudden, it's, no matter what I say, you shouldn't still put your hands on me. And that's true. But you talking about you gave somebody a disease that could have sat there and really had them stick with something that they wouldn't have been able to get rid of. You could have cost that person their life because you not living right. You thinking it's cool to talk about sleeping with people on that individual, knowing how much that person cares for you. But had that been a masculine who did that, so when that masculine cheats on females and sits there and puts them through certain mental abuse, cheats on them while they pregnant or had their children around them, that cheats on them and beats on them, holds that money over their head, all of a sudden that's when we see, oh, well, the female's okay if she busts his windows out, or she puts her hands on him because, oh, well, that's justified because she put her through. But all of a sudden when it's a masculine that's getting mentally abused, spiritually abused, having to go through certain demons is based upon what's connected to you, all of a sudden we forget that masculines can be victims as well. All of a sudden the masculine's the villain and the victim gets away with it. No, chosen ones, everybody's getting held accountable. So what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Yes, as far as in this case, both of them are toxic, but both of them need to get logged the fuck out. Because when they was talking about as far as certain Apple girl, now y'all may not know these people, but these again social influence. I have to bring them up. I don't follow them, but I see they steady popping up on every pages, everything. So therefore, they have an influence of what other people are seeing and doing. Correct? So we gonna have to bring this up now. There's certain people, again, when there was another female who put her child or children in certain so shit. She ain't had finances, but she put her children in certain sticky situations. Abuse is abuse, whether or not it's physical, whether or not it's sexual, whether or not it's verbal, whether or not it's mentally. Abuse is abuse. So a lot of people tally together to try to get her children taken away and was successful. Did they need to? Yeah, she needed to work on herself. But other people, they condone bad behavior when they doing the same shit as other people as well. So for the E-Cane. People are so quick to say she a good mother because she so save all this bread for her children. I understand. People are saying she's a great mother because she cares and has good talks with her children. Okay, that's cool. But if you're putting your children at risk with demonic individuals, you are beating each other in front of them, you yelling and fussing in front of them, you arguing, you saying grown-ass shit around your children that they shouldn't be listening to, you saying and putting them in certain risks where you can get them taken away from you, then chosen ones, you're no longer a victim. You the villain as well. You understand me? So again, chosen ones, we have to really take accountabilities for ourselves. You have to know who you're connected to and who's influencing you, because there's some people that are confident, so therefore you are feeling less of you. They're confidently manipulating you. And because they're so confident in what they're doing, you start to feel less of you. You start listening to what they're directing you. And guess what? They're projecting on you, keeping you limited because they can't move as well. You understand me? So again, when I say this, right is right, wrong is wrong, no matter who it's connected to. Feminine or masculine. Right is right, is wrong. So do not be connected to somebody who brings toxicity out of you. I say this again to say this. For her, she deserves to get love. She will. She deserves to heal. She deserves to not have to be triggered by certain trauma that she went through as a child. But at the same time, it starts with taking accountability for yourself, not just these temporary accountability. Because certain people, you have temporary moments of clarity where you know what you're supposed to do, but then again, as soon as you start to feel better, you go back to what's hurting you. That's not what you're going to continue to do. You heard me? So as soon as you start to feel yourself, you got yourself confident, you started to disconnect from that toxic shit, you're no longer interested in that past person, all of a sudden what they do, pop up, you entertain them, and you feel like you can entertain them because you're not feeling stuck to them like you previously were, but you're just allowing them to reattach themselves again. So when I tell you be cautious of past people and past patterns trying to attach themselves to you, when I say be cautious of certain negative entities that's trying to attack you, chosen ones, please be cautious. You deserve this love that's coming in. You deserve this job position that's about to get presented. You deserve all this abundance that's coming in. But do not be so focused on one cycle that you went through that you start to attract other cycles just like that towards you. You understand me? It's time to let go. All right? So I love you so much. You, again, earned and deserve this position that you're about to be in. But the people that you are in contact with, the positions that's about to get presented to you, you're not going to be settling for. This is not for you to, oh, you just need a job, so you're going to settle for the first one that comes up. No, you did that last time, and look where you were. You was at a position that the peace was not present. Then the profit started to diminish too. So chosen ones, again, I want you to make the best decisions for you. The person that you're aligned with is a reward towards you, and you're the reward for them too. So this is somebody that you're not going to be arguing with. This is not somebody you're going to be fighting with. This is not somebody that you're going to be doubting yourself with. You understand me? This is somebody that you're going to know that when they get presented, this is God's gift that he's giving you. This is the things when that position gets presented, because again, I'm telling you, a lot of y'all's abundance is coming hand in hand with that person who's coming in, because you're so used to choosing abundance or love. God was like, nah, you can have both of them. So you got love in abundance that's arriving. You understand me? So you have to be open to receiving love as well as open to receiving this abundance. You can't just choose one or the other, because God will make sure that you don't got none of them then. You understand me? Love always comes first, chosen ones, because you want to be around people who truly love you and support you before certain things come for you, right? Because think about everybody who did you grimy when you wasn't doing as well, when they didn't think that you was going to excel, when you really wasn't feeling yourself. Look how they left you. Look how they did you. So had they known that you had this abundance coming through, had they known that God was going to favor you, had they known that you was a chosen individual, they would have sat there and been misleading you this whole time. They would have been using you in order to set themselves up. So be happy that you're seeing people's truth before this abundance comes to you. Do not sit there and say you want this abundance to come through to prove to this person. No. You don't sit there and try to prove them wrong. You prove God right. You understand me? By doing right in your life. Don't focus on the past. That's how you're going to mess up and crash. You got to focus on future. You understand me? Pay attention to things that's coming in. All right? So I love you so much, chosen ones. I appreciate you. Know that, again, I'm speaking so much love and light into you. I'm going to post this on YouTube shortly. And I promise you either later today or tomorrow I'm going to come back with another message. All right? Because, again, we was focused on as far as making sure we had them coaching sessions, and them coaching sessions was jamming. I love it. I love hearing from you. I love, again, being able to be a confirmation to you. I love being able to be that sign when you feel like you lost in a sense, like, oh, all right, nah, I'm heading in the right direction. I'm proud of you, baby. You hear me? So again, regardless, I know that you about to get to where you going to, but sometimes again, you got to leave certain people, chosen ones. They going to feel bad. They going to feel mad, but if they truly want to get there, they going to figure another place out, right? They're going to figure another way out. So if they car, again, didn't work out, are they going to find another place? If that's where they want to go to, they going to, right? So you don't always got to stay complacent for that person. Them temporary positions sometimes are just that. I love you so much. So much greatness is aligned for you. If you need me, you know how to reach me, baby. All right, be great. Thank you.